Ooh, pretty colors.
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
My daughter Adara is going to be a fine silversmith when she's older. My family came here centuries ago. We made a good living smithing the silver that flows through the city. But you probably wanted to know about the fancy carvings and stonework, didn't you? Travelers always do. Here, I have a delivery I need to make to Calcimo. Why don't you take it to him? He knows the history of Markarth better than anyone. Thank you. He can be a bit difficult, but I'm sure he'll appreciate your help. Hey, stop by my stall in the market sometime.
What's the magic?
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Let me know as soon as you found anything. Once you've found out anything, come straight to me.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Caught a case of rock joint once. Bothella and the Hag's cure fixed me right. This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
Strong drink and clean rooms. This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Ah, Boley finally got someone out here. Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for weeks. Well, thank you for bringing it, I suppose. Have a good day. What? Oh, how could I have possibly forgotten? Your reward, of course. Of course. Here you are. So sorry about that. Any aspiring mage would do well to look for the college in Winterhold. Head there, and you'll get what you're after. Although our Jarl's humble wizard might be willing to help you too. Degane the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degane the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Unlike my husband Copper, I watch after our guests.
What was that you
Now
said?
you
venomous
just tell
wife
me
of
if you
mine?
need something. Magic? Got no good use for that here. Mages keep to their college and wish the Jarl's wizard would up and leave with you.
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf.
I'm what you'd call a
I should
soldier of
remind
fortune.
Copper to clean
Make
this
me an
place
offer.
up.
I remember her. Her stance. The way she walked. A trained warrior, no doubt. She had a room here. Might talk to the innkeeper about it. Watch your back, friend. Better yet,
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
You come right to me if you find an unwashed
Guards
floor or
are
a
free
lummy
to
bed.
search your room. Just keep that in mind.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business. You've been warned, outsider. You've been warned, outsider.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the magic? All you want. I know you're in the Thieves' Guild.
I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. Oh, I'm sorry to keep you. Head right in. I have records I need to tend to.
You just let old Nana know if you need.
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood.
All right.
Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me. My dear vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that. The people just insisted. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years.
Just here to work. Need something?
Bloody enough for you, outsider? Markarth, is it bloody enough for you? Then turn around and go back where you came. City doesn't need you, doesn't want you. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. That's the way it is. That's the way it'll stay. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners that dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. No, I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coin to be made killing off some Forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra worshipping out.
Why are you bothering the outsider? Then you're tougher than the keep, Calcimo. The only thing I'll tell you about Markarth is to stay out of our business. We have enough around here without some outsider causing trouble. I should get out of my way out. Huh?
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver.
Didn't I speak clear enough? Out of my way.
Let's hear it.
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me.
What are you doing? Here. I told them no visitors. What did you expect? That no one was going to notice you butting into business that wasn't yours? The guards know who holds the purse strings in this city, and I don't like snoops. Markarth is my city. You have no right looking into my business. Now get out. Really? What? By the gods, veteran! Huh?
Over here!
Kill you!
What was that? Must have scared them off. Be careful.
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. Shut up. Only the gods can judge me. You want to know what the forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanak are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house! Get out of my house. Now!
You're not getting anything from me. Is someone there?
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Filthy pickpocket!
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
How about a septon? Finally. Now get lost. Aye, a whole heap of it. You see that temple? Way up there? All them women keeping to themselves? Won't let poor Degain in, nope. Not even for a look. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for. Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the Thieves Guild catching wind of us, eh? Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it. You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing. My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. What is there to know? It's in the temple, you bring it out. You bring it to me, I pay you. Now get moving. Bring more gold next time.
You lost?
Come on, you outsiders always have plenty of gold on you. Spare a piece.
Warren, the Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? I can show you a few things, but anyone asks, and my name never comes up. Understand? It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else. Oh yes, I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. All right then.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Let's go. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
That's all you got. Oh, enough. That's it now. That's it. That's all you got. Ah! I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. I was sent by Nepos the Nose.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him. You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? Oh yes, Waylon. Bastard could have at least gone crazy after we made our silver quota. Whatever you want to know, I don't care. I run a smelter, that's it. Fine. I did notice something odd the last time we handed out the pay. Little extra slip of paper for Waylon. Took it right to his room after he got it. You want Garvey. He handles the keys for the Warrens. About the only thing that disease-riddled native is good for. What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the Nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden. Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb.
Fight well. They don't like us talking to people busy with the smelter. Mullish. Big orc fella. Can't miss him. Don't get involved in that nonsense. Just want to work. Really should talk to Mullish if you have a problem with one of the workers. Until next time.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working. Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Degane broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick. All right then.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
I spill just a bit of metal and Mullish takes it out of my hide.
Busy with the smelter. Got metal, but...
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working. We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. The Forsworn? That's right, I'll say it. We all knew. Even that fat-headed slave-driving Mullish knew. Just ask him. Another honest man lost in all this madness. And for what? See you.
You'd better be careful with that magic, if you know what's good for you.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
That spell looks dangerous.
Ale is
Keep
cheaper
your
than
distance.
blood in Markarth.
That spell looks dangerous. Please, I don't want to talk about it. All that blood. If you want answers, ask at the inn. She told me she was staying there.
Bloodiest beef in the Reach.
Let's see what adornments I might have available. Come back if you need a new ring or necklace.
That spell looks Finally. Now get lost. Bring more gold next time.
Get away!
Oh, it's dangerous. Keep your distance.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I... Your plan?
Excuse me. What's your business here? This is a private home, and the master of the house is a very old man. He's not to be disturbed.
Wait. It's okay, my dear.
Yes, Nevers. You heard him. Go on in.
Please stay away while you got that spell on you.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. My king, Madanach, when the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. He is the King in Rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry. You're not leaving.
I find your hand
Out
in
of my
pocket.
way, outsider.
Cut it off. Go cast your fancy magic someplace else. God might get nervous.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backfire. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
Don't try to haggle. Who? You mean that woman who was attacked in the market? Didn't know her. Guards dragged her body away. Last we'll hear of that. Ah, now that is a good question. Where does Hogney get the finest, freshest meat from all over the Reach? The answer's simple. Orcs. There is a stronghold nearby whose hunters can butcher a deer in seconds. Now having an orc for a wife would be something, yes. Strong and bulky. Too bad they don't let people go beyond the walls. Let me show you where they are. Maybe they welcome you. Maybe they put an arrow in your face. Who knows? Do I look like a guide? Only thing I do is sell meat. Are you going to buy or not? Come back when you need more meat. Bring gold.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver.
We warned you, but you just had to go and cause trouble. Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. You think you're the only one who knows that? We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Marinak until you showed up. You'll have plenty of time to take it up with the King in rags while you're serving a life sentence in Sidna Mine. You'll never leave Markarth.
Enough of this!
Die, damn you! I cannot best you! I cannot...
That's your best, huh?
pretty colors.
Sheathe your weapons and come quietly.
Halt! You're under arrest for murder and conspiracy against the city of Markarth. You'll never see the sun again. No one escapes Sidna Mine. No one.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? Don't get smart with me. I'm in charge. You keep it up, I'll have your toes cut off. All right. Open her up. Now you, get down there.
What are you in for, new blood? Violent one, huh? Best keep that to yourself, new blood. Others find out, they'll consider that a challenge. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. Good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here. Small blade. Easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, got caught. Now I'm here. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanak, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast. Madanak's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any. Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in their blood. Now if you'll excuse me.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving. That's what I was hoping you'd say. You're mine! serve your time by digging. So dig.
Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Do I? What about you? What right did you have to meddle in my affairs? Kill my people? Was it worth it? Your truth? You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nord stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. Our struggle is our people's struggle. You're a slave. This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are. The Forsworn. Criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Dhonar's Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Our struggle is our people's struggle. You remember the sun? Because you'll forget. Soon.
decided I was too much of a problem. Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duok has a bottle of skooma, finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. All right then.
What do you want? Of digging to do. My story, huh? Everyone in Sidna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. I'm not Monadnock. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. Long enough. Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here, forced me.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
Our struggle is our people's struggle. Be careful! Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Sidna Mine for good. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
I got locked up one too many times. Ah, you want maybe you could do something for me. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. What? No! No, don't kill me! Please!
Well, run off. I'm in. I wonder how Grandma Bethella is doing. Guards say I murdered someone. I was just sleeping off some meat in my aunt's house. That didn't stop them from arresting me. I didn't even know who they said I killed. A couple of years. I wasn't forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way. Till next time.
You're back! You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanuk? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Sidna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn!
I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. Into the tunnel. Let's go.
Never should have come with you.
Good work. Get ready while I face an outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, I announced to all of Markarth that I have returned. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Madanach, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? Poison the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Come on! Over here!
Sorry. Nothing.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and Forsworn rampaging through the streets. Has it? Take a look. Remember,
You a
ale is
fighting man?
blood in
How about a little bet? I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight.
How are your
100
chores,
septum says I can take you, barehanded. That's the spirit. Let's go.
Ah, my son. You're just going to stand there and take it? Fight back!
Someone, do something!
Fight! Fight!
This...
No! Stand there and take it?
Come on!
Wait, I can still fight. No, I can't.
Back to the ground. Come on!
Fair fight. Here you are. My favorite drink. Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan. So all I do is sit here and drink.
No.
I think I'm going to get a drink.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to.
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after horses.
This is the Silverblood. What was that you said, venomous wife?
The storm club. What can an old skull do for you, huh? That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students.
All your drinks are watered down, Klepper. You aren't fooling me.
Well,
And
you've
you know
come to
Liz
the right
doesn't
place.
pay me enough for the finest drinks anyhow.
Good fighting to you.
Oh, did you need something?
Is our son's not doing a good turn of business these days?
What are you, blind? Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter.
Need something?
Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
Oh, did you need something?
The bloodiest beef in the Reach.
Let's see what adornments I might have available. Come back if you need a new ring or necklace.
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God.
Need something?
Got some good pieces. Take a look. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny. Tea leaves, palm reading, crystal scrying. Oh, maybe trepanning.
I'm sure they would love to trade in your husband's steel.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. What do you need, my friend? Take a look. Come back anytime if you need a remedy. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can do service. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite...
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler. Everything's for sale, my trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come back.
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
You have come. You have...
There's a... Can't neither magic or passing of time.
Overlord.
Can you believe those pathetic
My
gray
favorite-
will show their face in public?
Oh, thank you. Divine's... Well, that all depends on you now.
Today, they take away your treasure. But what of tomorrow? What then? Will the elves take gold? And what does the Empire? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing!
Speak, elf.
So, have you... Oh, Well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course, I'm glad you did. Now... I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps? Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam? I am a traveler, a pilgrim. I follow the voice of Kinnereth wherever it can be heard. I've dreamed of seeing Eldergleam for years. Might I travel alongside you? I promise not to get in the way. I thank you for your kindness.
Yep. Speak, elf.
You thieving little elf. You thieving little elf.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch the magic.
Brilliant.
Huh?
I'm warning you, back off. I'm warning you, back off. Evergreen Sanctuary, my friend. If you have any questions.
Amazed. You are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Just a small glimpse of what beauty Kinneret has to offer. Wonderful place, isn't it? Yes, my friend. Though no one has been able to get close to her for as long as I can remember. As you can see, Eldergleam's roots are large and stretch far, blocking any path to her trunk. Though, believe it or not, there are rumors of a weapon that even Eldergleam herself would lift her roots for, more out of fear than respect. The rumors were true. I beg of you, don't harm the tree. Nothing good can come of it. Do you have the Eldergleam sap? Wonderful. I'll use it to repair the tree. Thank you so much for all your help. Grace of Kinnereth be with you.
I feel better already.
Need something?
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.